Aquarius, what is going on? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment on this video if it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries. My readings can be ultra precise sometimes regarding certain people's energies. Sometimes they can be broad, but if it doesn't resonate with you, no big deal. If it does, great. Go ahead and drop a comment. Today we're just going to get into what's coming in for you. If there's anything new coming in for you, or just what's going on with you in general, overall. Let's do it. Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay, it looks like there's been some financial loss here in the recent past due to a boss that did not treat you what you were worth. They did not pay you what you were worth. It looks like it was a boss that you had a really, really tough time with here. And it was somebody that you tried to stand up to, at least in your head, right? But this boss was not having any of it. It's almost like, right? I mean, we have the Knight of Wands reversed, and then we have the Ace of Wands reversed. No matter what you did to try to convince this boss to give you a raise, to treat you how you should have been treated, it's almost like they just got more and more arrogant because they realized that they had the power. Every time you would ask for a raise, they almost felt powerful because of that. It's a very, very toxic energy. I feel like this made you feel very, very weak. I mean, right? When we get treated like that by anybody, but especially in the workplace, where we make our living, if there is somebody that's in charge in the workplace that every time you ask them a question, or every time you give feedback, or every time you ask for a raise or something like that, it just makes them feel empowered to say no. That is the most toxic kind of energy. And without even asking the cards for advice right now, I'm going to tell you to probably start looking for employment elsewhere, because people like that could have been a Taurus that you were dealing with in a boss sense, or some of your coworkers could be Taurus, I'm getting. It's only for a few of you, but these situations where we get into bad, toxic work environments, it actually affects our mental health a lot more than we even think, right? We think we just have to deal with that all day, which is hard enough, but then we get to go home and relax, and that's not true. When you have a toxic job, or when you have a toxic boss, or you're around coworkers that don't see your value, what happens a lot of times is through time, it will diminish our self-confidence. Little by little by little, we'll end up going home. We'll worry if we made mistakes, because we just know that toxic boss is not going to allow that mistake, right? And that's no way to live. So my advice, honestly, person to person, look for a position at a different company, or maybe at the same company if you can get a different boss. Look for someone who's going to pay you what you're worth, because right now you're feeling like this Queen of Pentacles reversed. You're feeling like you have so much to offer, but it's like this evil type boss that you had, or maybe a coworker with some negative energy that they were throwing your way. It's like it put you in a deep state of sadness here, because not only were you not getting paid what you were worth, or currently, this could be current as well, you're not getting financially what you deserve, any accolades, but you also weren't getting any accolades like positive reinforcement, right? Words of affirmation, even gifts. I feel like this workplace just completely treated you horribly when you know how much you have to give. And I do feel like if you end up leaving the toxic workplace that you're in, and I'm not saying leave today, leave tomorrow. Obviously, always make sure you have something else lined up just for you and your family's sake, right? Make sure that something else is lined up, but definitely start looking, because there are employers out there that's going to see your worth, that's going to look at you and go, wow, we want this person, and we're willing to actually pay what this person's worth. And I feel like once you do that, your confidence levels will skyrocket. They'll skyrocket. Yeah, I feel like you're very unsettled at where you're at. I feel like you know you're not being treated right. You're scared to make that change, though, and go into new depths, new types of waters, so to speak. But I do feel like once you do that, you're going to get to wherever it is that you want to go. You know, even if this is a love situation and you haven't been being treated the way that you deserve, not in any capacity. I feel like once you leave and you do actually find something that's way better, you're going to almost be like, wow, you know, wow. And I do feel like you'll watch karma happen from afar. You know, it's not necessarily a good idea spirituality wise to an, ever have the mindset of an eye for an eye. So if you're planning on, well, how do I get back all these coworkers or this boss who had a egocentric mindset, or how do I get back at that past lover? It's not about that. How we clear karma from our own soul ties in our own life is you wish them love and light on their new path and truly mean it. Let them go, forgive them, forgive them. Even if they don't say sorry, forgive them and just internally let them go with peace, love, and light. Don't wish anything bad on top of them. And when you do that, a lot of times, right, karma does exist. This boss that wouldn't pay you what you were worth and almost thought it was funny to do so and got an ego boost every time you would ask, karma will come back for them, but it's not up to us to exact karma on our fellow people. That's how we get off the wheel of karma, is we stop exacting karma on people, right? And we wish them the best, but continue forward in your journey. In your journey, go ahead and look for that new partner that's going to make you so much more fulfilled and so much more happy. But you know, if you're unhappy with the current partner, don't necessarily leave in a bad way, right? We don't want to hurt others. But and even this toxic boss or toxic whole work situation that you're dealing with, you know, go find something better. And I promise you it's out there. I promise you it's out there. I've been in a career, you know, there have been times in my life where I thought I was stuck in jobs that I hated too. And it's really a mindset. Once you start looking, once you start going out there and interviewing, or even once you start that business that you've been wanting to start, once you start really getting out there and just making yourself uncomfortable, getting out of your comfort zone, that's when the greatest things of all can manifest. And before you know it, you have this new person or this new job, this great new opportunity, and then the past, just wish them love and light on their journey, and understand that you are doing a timeline shift. You know, you're jumping off of the timeline where you're not appreciated or valued in any way, shape, or form, and you're going to jump onto a timeline where people actually see you and don't just see you, but appreciate you for all that you are. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.